No, Taeyeon, you were doing so well. Is this whole album her villain origin story? Hello friends, welcome back to part 2 of my album reaction of Taeyeon's 2X. We're going to be continuing with the second half of the album, starting with Nightmare. I wonder now if it's going to start to catch up with her now, this song called Nightmare, if she starts to have doubts and to maybe second guess herself, because in terms of being in an abusive relationship, that wouldn't surprise me at all if she starts to feel like reeled back in, or if maybe this is just, you know, another reflection on the relationship of how it was a complete nightmare and she didn't realize it until, you know, now in hindsight. So let's watch this highlight clip. Oh, it's like a triplets. So in terms of the mirror and holding it over his face, is it because she's starting to see some of his behavior in herself, maybe? I feel like I'm really just gonna get right into it because I want to find out. So let's listen to Nightmare. I really like this moody guitar that's been throughout the album. And those deep vocals. Huh. So is she crying like a child or is he? Ooh. No snaps. Speaking with eyes full of wounds. Love is just a dream that gets hurt. Oh, these lyrics. She's become so jaded. I love those deep vocals. As love as words. As much as I love the high vocals, I also really like those deep vocals, and I think it's obviously incredibly clear how fabulous of a vocalist she is by the fact that her low vocals can be just as powerful as those high vocals. And wonder if she's just feeling so disconnected after everything. It's almost like after feeling so many things, I can't go to that place again. And I absolutely love that line. The love is just a dream that gets hurt. It just like gets you right in the chest. And she really lives up to that woman of 7 divorces moniker, to have like that jaded of an opinion about love. And it's interesting too that it says, don't try to illuminate me, bringing back some of those lyrics and sentiments from earlier of her almost being like a piece, a pawn to illuminate him. Is it almost like turning it back on her to make her feel like he cares about her, and then as soon as she gets pulled back in, it would just be back to the same old, and boring, uninteresting patterns, only distant sympathy and affection and distance. And the one thing I did wrong was to hold you so small in my wide arms. Almost like, how could I even entertain the possibility of comforting you? And don't indulge in pleasant illusions. You are you, as much as you try to make me think otherwise. Like, it's not gonna work. Like a tilted scale already, it can't be the same. And I'm not going to take this blame or accept these excuses. And the only thing you know for sure is that you couldn't leave anything behind. Almost implying like it wasn't me that you missed, it was that control that you missed. And I don't know if there's anyone in K-pop who delivers emotions like Taeyeon delivers them and just makes you feel the way she makes you feel, like to the degree that she does. It's like kind of terrifying that she can just like hold this power over you and your emotions with your music. But at the same time, I just feel like this is going to resonate with so many people and give people hope for the future who might be stuck in a situation that she was stuck in. So like, I can't wait to keep going and see how this is going to end. So we have All for Nothing next, and it looks like this is the last clip that was posted, and this is a very like moody, almost wintry scene that is in front of us. It's been very like moody lighting throughout all of these different clips. So let's see what this clip has in store. Ball and the marbles are back from the music video. Ooh, are we gonna get a ballad? She's so stunning though. Let's just get right into it. Let's listen to our next song here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a tough one, isn't it? Shivers. No. No, Taeyeon, you were doing so well. A crumble once again. No. Oh, this is heartbreaking. It's beautiful, but heartbreaking. The biting. Oh no. Like, I'm really not a ballad person, but Taeyeon just like, hers just really hit different. I feel for her so much. You just want to help her so badly, any way you can. And it's interesting that low-high harmony, the contrast between the two. Kind of like both digging deep, but then the high voice is that vulnerable side. Oh my gosh. You can just feel the heartbreak. Oh, Taeyeon, no. Even though there's just this solemn kind of vibe in the previous songs, you feel this sense of pride that she's gotten to the place that she's gotten to, and then all of a sudden we get to All for Nothing and it just like all comes crumbling down, and she's clearly just like lost all confidence in herself. The illusion that I'll be different, like the wind resembling a mirage. I want to lean on you in front of me, and I crumble once again. And it seems like talking about this biting loneliness here for her going back to this place is better than loneliness, which I think is a fear for so many people. It's, you know, I'd rather be in this terrible situation than be alone, because I don't know if I have the strength to make it on my own, which obviously is just incredibly heartbreaking. And it's such a relatable feeling because, you know, in a way I've been there. I haven't been in a abusive relationship before, but I certainly know that feeling of I can't do any better. I don't deserve to be treated any better than the way I'm being treated. And it can just like affect your self-confidence so much. So you just stay, and she's just a shell of herself now. All that remains is emptiness. But it's such a just beautiful and haunting ballad because of just how real and visceral that feeling is, listening to her deliver those lyrics. So now I really hope with a song called Fabulous, I feel like we can only go up from here. So I really hope that this song Fabulous is gonna bring the spark that we need to get Taeyeon out of this hellhole. So let's listen to Fabulous, which is actually our first highlight clip, which is interesting. Ooh. Interesting beat. Like with those pianos. Interesting. Huh. So is she putting on this front when she's, out in the world and she's kind of hiding her feelings? Oh, okay, we've done a heel turn here. This is all in English. Ooh, and that like trap beat. But is this all a front based on that clip that we saw? And that's what she wants you to think, but she's really feeling something else. She wants to create this sense of mystery. And it's interesting that this is all English. I mean, if this is real and authentic, like, this is amazing. This huge boost of confidence she's gotten. But based on that clip and also everything from the album, I feel like you can understand why that seed of doubt is there. Or if she's kind of become what she feared, if that makes sense, of like the man she was with, of believing she's the best and she's this narcissist. because like the use of the minor key creates that little like feeling of like it creates this different feeling than using a major key, which is much more happy and bright. Interesting. Wow, what an interesting way to end this album. What an album, period. And how she almost like become the thing she once feared. Because, you know, with the music video for 2X, it was all over the place, this idea of narcissism. And she's calling herself a masterpiece, a work of art, that she's fabulous, your favorite star. So like, is this whole album her villain origin story? Oh my gosh, if that is like iconic. And I feel like it'd be so easy to say, oh, this song is like, oh, like it's a slay queen type of song, like empowering. But I don't know. After everything we just went through, I'm like not buying it. And even just in this picture, she looks like she's doubting this whole thing. And could this be that like, there she goes again, hear them whispering, that she's convinced herself that people are actually talking about her when they're not? And again, the minor key, like the use of a minor key in this rather than a major key makes it feel like slightly more sinister. And also saying, without me, you won't get far. So it's going right back to the beginning of this relationship where her previous partner had convinced her that she couldn't succeed without him. So yeah, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you think I'm off base, but I really do think this album is like her her origin story, her villain origin story. So friends, thank you so much for joining me for this reaction. I feel like there was so much to unpack with this album, and as usual, Taeyeon delivers a powerhouse performance, not just with the vocals, but with her delivery and those lyrics as well. I had incredibly high expectations following INVU, and she just did not disappoint at all. I feel like my favorite one from this was Melt Away, but I also really loved All for Nothing, again, despite being a non-ballad person generally. But I would just love to hear all of your thoughts about this album down in the comments, and also if you had a favorite. So again, if you've been following me on my Taeyeon journey so far, I sincerely apologize that I have not posted part 2 of my Purpose reaction, but it is coming, so make sure that you're subscribed so you know when I upload that. But until then, I hope that you're doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.